A House of Dynamite was just released on Netflix. And yes, it's a movie, but it's also tapping into some of the realities of a new nuclear era.
Have we seen that country before? No.
Is this real?
I've worked on nuclear weapons policy for more than 2 decades, at the CIA, the Pentagon, and in Congress, and I've written 5 books on the subject. So what did the movie get right? First, nuclear weapons are back at the center of global politics. In just the last few years, both Russia and China have expanded their nuclear capabilities, and for the first time, the United States faces a world in which it must prevent nuclear conflict with 2 nuclear superpowers, China and Russia, at the same time. There are also other regional challengers like North Korea. Second, the film suggests our adversaries might work together. This is already happening. North Korean forces are fighting with Russia on the ground in Ukraine, Iran is providing Russia with weapons, and Beijing continues to back Moscow diplomatically. But a real nuclear war is more likely to emerge from an ongoing conventional war, not a surprise attack like in the movie. Third, the movie is right to focus on missile defense. If the United States can intercept even a small attack, say a handful of missiles, it can discourage an adversary from launching an attack in the first place. Today's missile defenses are more advanced than the movie implies, but they're not enough. The United States needs a layered homeland missile defense capable of protecting against small attacks. And President Trump is planning exactly this with his plan for a Golden Dome. Finally, the movie makes it seem like the president must respond before the missile hits Chicago, and this will inevitably lead to a major nuclear war. In reality, the president would have many options. This is my biggest gripe with the film. Since the Kennedy administration, presidents have had flexible response options to deter, and if necessary, respond proportionally to nuclear attacks. A president doesn't have to launch everything at once. They could wait, they could respond later, they could respond with 1 or 2 small, low-yield nuclear weapons against specific targets. But to keep those options credible, the United States needs to rebuild and modernize its smaller, non-strategic nuclear forces, so the president has options in a crisis. The bottom line is this: movies like A House of Dynamite may exaggerate for drama, but it's a reminder that nuclear weapons still matter, and the United States should act now to stay ahead of future threats. For more analysis, check out the Scowcroft Center's research on nuclear deterrence.